All right, hi everyone, J&T GSLC podcast, and thanks for tuning in. Welcome to episode number 16, I believe. I'm not sure on that, but that's nearly professional status.
Surprised we didn't get our funding pulled along.
Right, I know, it's amazing for two guys that are not professionally trained at all. In case you missed our last episode, check it out. We had a special guest. Pastor here at Good Shepherd for over 20 years, Pastor John Meacham was our guest and had a lot of good things to say, interesting things, so please check that out. Today, though, we have another special guest, a longtime member here, a very active member. Kay Walters is joining us today, so welcome, Kay.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming.
And I guess we want to just ask a few things. You've been a longtime member. How long?
Well, from family conversation, it's 59 years of the 60 years. So
you missed one.
we missed one. Although we were actually here because my dad also helped build the church, did a lot of carpentry work here with the founders, Pastor Fred and some of the other members. So the tile and stuff in the old dam guard room, he helped lay that and some of the brick. So yeah.
Really?
Okay.
It's been a long time.
And we heard your family has an interesting story about how you kind of came to be members here.
Yep. So Pastor Fred and Eugene Kaler, longtime one of the founders, had my dad here working and whatnot. And so then after things were starting to settle down, Pastor Fred made a comment to my dad, "You've been here working, you might as well stay here." So we're here,
And you've stayed for a long time.
And we have stayed for a long time. We kind of were doing some adding talking with my family. We've had 14 family members that have been confirmed here over the years. And so we still have 7 families that are still members of our church here.
7 families, how many people?
Oh, so we have 38, I'm going to say, with all the kids, with all the little nieces and nephews. And
If you guys go away on a family vacation, there'll be nobody around.
I know, that kind of happens sometimes, And then there's some other cousins and stuff that are also members here and that too. So, yeah, so we've been around.
All right.
Yeah.
And you were baptized here, is that right?
I was. So I was like 10 when I was baptized. And along with that, it was kind of special because it's one of the biggest baptisms that Good Shepherd has had. It was my grandfather, my dad, an aunt, an uncle, my brother, my sister, and I. We were all baptized at the same time.
Wow.
Here at Good Shepherd. And that's just so
That's
cool.
a pretty long service.
Yeah.
I guess.
No kidding. And then Eugene Kaler, who I had talked about before, he and his wife were like our sponsors for everything. Like all of us, they'd stand by each one of us as we, Pastor Pratt.
Well, that's an interesting story.
Yeah.
I've never really.
Yeah.
Well, they don't hold you upside down when you're...
No, it's kind of bend the head over.
Just kind of bend And your parents were never baptized before, obviously.
No, my mom was, she was with the Bible church and whatnot before that, but no, my dad and my grandpa never were. So, yeah, we've had a lot of,
And so you grew up as a teenager through here? Or?
yes, confirmation. We had huge confirmation, Pastor Fred, and I don't know if y'all remember the part where, what does this mean? Before we went through that era.
So we had to answer the questions.
Yes, and we had to memorize everything, and you had to come and recite it, before. There's a lot of stuff that happened to get confirmed back in the day,
And have you been here the whole time, or did you ever take a break? Or?
Nope. I've been here the whole time. I was thinking about that too, and it's like, in our lives, sometimes we get overwhelmed and we just kind of like take a step back. Mm-hmm. And there were some times maybe I missed, but I never went to another church. But, there's something about this place, it draws you back. There's the people, the church itself, the new people coming in. It just draws you back here, and I went through that stage. Some of my kids have gone through that stage, And
So, yeah, you've been here a long time, done a lot of things. I know currently you're kind of the hospitality guru host. You kind of get people signed up for a hospitality hour, which is great. Thank you for that. You're part of the stewardship committee.
Correct.
I mean, what other roles have you had, and what's kind of what do you really enjoy?
Okay, I've taught Sunday school here. I've been in charge of the youth group here over the days. So the biggest thing that I actually really like doing now is the hospitality thing for me, because when you see all the people come out of church and they all grab something and they sit at these tables and talk to each other, that warms my heart. You know, because a lot of times we go in, we go out. And it just makes
Well, a
me
lot of
feel
people
good.
look forward to that after church, kind
Right.
of talking to each other and catching
Right.
up. So.
And you look at it, some people, that is probably their conversation for the week, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's all this talk about loneliness now, and certainly, if you just run in and run out, you miss some of the better part of the.
Right. And it warms my heart to do that. And also, like, we do the third Monday at the shelter downtown, and you just see how appreciative everybody is. Jill, Lorraine Byers, Jill Falkowski, Lorraine, and I do the meals for that night, and it just is, again, heartwarming, humbling to see that and to help them, and they are always so thankful. So those are my,
And you make a lot of time and sacrifice to be here. You're all, whenever I'm here, you're always here. You find that you get back as much as you put in, or do you
Yes.
ever feel put upon at all? And maybe I shouldn't say that, but
No, I don't. Like I said, it just makes you feel good. It makes me feel good, and setting examples, like for Kaya, my granddaughter, she comes now, she plays bells, she does these things, and it just makes you feel good. And it makes you show them that this can be a fun place. This isn't, like there's things to do, there's things to give back. And that also is a good for the younger generation.
Absolutely.
And that's my hope someday, that we can get more children and families back in our church and hear that, the kids talking while there's service and that. It just, that means a lot. You're growing, and we're getting there, and I love it.
yeah, it does seem like young people in general are coming back to church a little bit now. It seems like too. Yeah, great. What? Any other? Well, obviously you've shared quite a bit of favorite memories here, but any other funny or favorite memories that you can, if you've been here 59, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
59 years.
Yeah. So one of them actually just happened over Holy Week. Okay. So, we had the different churches coming into our kitchen. And I'm in there and I'm doing the dishwasher and doing all this stuff. And other people from our church they're helping, but not putting stuff away where it belongs, And I'm like, okay, I got to do this. And then I thought to myself, I'm one of them now. And the one guy says to me, I go, back in the day when we had Mrs. Howard and Mrs. Eisman and all of them, like, if you didn't put stuff back the way it was, man, you were getting slapped on the hand.
Now you're turning into
and I'm
them.
one of them.
Your church lady.
I know. What is that?
It's easy to do, though, I think.
I know. It's like you're like, I never thought
I
I would
know,
be
like
one of them.
been here long enough, you take ownership. It's your stuff, and I want my stuff back.
And they're sorting through the drawers and throwing stuff. It's like, I guess I never thought that would be me, but it is. So that was kind of one of my funny thoughts that came back to my head, and I have to, talk about Pastor John too, because he was very good to our family in the different, and he likes fishing, and my dad likes fishing, and the conversations and whatnot. But he also had to deal with my two sons coming through confirmation, and he had lots of patience with those kids, I'll tell you. He had a rough group coming through there, but
Boys will be boys.
they will, but I have two sons that have turned out
Andy
just
seems
fine.
pretty mellow.
Now,
Yeah.
had to do a little growing up.
work in
Most days he seems all right. I don't know.
But even on, they go through Sunday school, they go through confirmation, and then they go to college and they kind of forget about that. And then they come back and we must have did something right because they're here,
Yeah.
and so that too is a good sign that this is a good place and it did good.
Absolutely.
So we have a party coming up.
We do. We have our 60th anniversary of Good Shepherd.
Yeah, so we've got 4 signs I've seen on the corners of the property here. So if anybody's driving by, take a look at those signs. Tell us a little bit what's
Don't
happening.
have your husband help you put the signs up, just so you know.
No? Okay.
Okay, don't do that.
Something to disagree about?
So no.
Everybody's
So,
got an opinion.
So no, we are really looking for a lot of planning is going on. Invitations have been sent out. We had like 18 of us around the table here. People just came to really want to help with it. And so the designs, Kartika, getting it all done. We had people here stamp and labeling, so we had a good turnout for that. The other things coming up, we've got the food, and we're staying local. We're using Bristow, is that how you say it?
Urban Street.
Urban Street. He's, gonna grill chicken for us, and we're having corn on the cob. We're having the potato salad. So a really nice meal, and the women of the church, of course, will be bringing their specialties
A
too.
lot of desserts, I would imagine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, as usual.
So we're going to have a service and then a picnic.
and it's gonna be a picnic.
And a bunch of some activities outside.
Yep, we're gonna go with old-fashioned kind of yard games was kind of the deal. We're doing bingo and cakewalk and
What's
cornhole, and
Must be
What's
way
cakewalk?
old.
you never had a cakewalk? Oh my gosh, you guys!
I guess we're missing out.
The kids love it. So you just kind of have a circle
Yeah.
with numbers, and then you draw a number, and if you're a number, you get to go pick a cake or pie or whatever,
that
and
sounds
you have
pretty good.
music,
Yeah.
or you have music.
And you get to keep the pie.
You
or
get
the
to
cake,
keep the pie
and
and the
just
cake.
walk out.
Yep, you play music and you stop and you're on that number, and there you go.
Okay, well,
And we'll have
Well, you guys are
interested in
missing
that.
it.
We're going to have bags.
We're having
Bag toss?
bags.
Okay.
We're looking into the dunk tank right now.
You're in.
I don't know.
You're in.
Come
You're the
on.
star of the show here.
Come
so
on,
that's
guys.
the way it
I
goes.
think there's a weight limit on it.
It's time to step up. Do your part.
No, we'll put Marty Cron in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kartika said she would.
Oh.
I have volunteered.
She has volunteered. So there are.
People are angry.
Nobody's gonna want to
They'll be missing it on purpose. Yeah. Nobody's angry at you.
Yeah.
I get somebody in there that people are angry at.
So one of the good things that we're also doing is we're kind of turning it into a little bit of fundraiser too for the Riverview School for the teachers.
Awesome.
So bringing different pencils, pens, backpacks, give some money for them to help fulfill their classrooms. So that was one of our focus for community efforts we want to do
I
during
think
that
that's
time.
great.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Good
Yeah.
local
Yeah, I know
community.
that.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
no.
those are some of the things.
Cool.
Trying to think of any other things that we're missing here.
And people, they don't need to sign up or anything. Just show up.
They just need to
If
show
they want to
up.
bring something, they can bring.
Yep, if you want to bring a,
Potato salad, chips,
or whatever that
Or you don't
is.
have to bring anything.
Nope, you just come.
right.
Just
come.
the church and the people here are providing everything for you, and
Just a
bring
sunny
your families.
disposition. My brother always says, just bring a sunny disposition.
There you go.
I bring that up to some of my guys. Bring a good attitude to work. So
So just show up with a good attitude.
yeah. And have fun.
September 7th,
September
9:00
7th.
worship, and then our anniversary festivities
Right
to
after.
follow.
So it would be really great if we had a big turnout. And there is a pickup.
There's a
choir.
pickup choir
There is a pickup choir which
You like to
practices at
at 8.
8.
Okay.
Okay, 8 in the morning.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, and it'll be a fun day.
Be nice to have bring a friend.
Rain or shine.
Yeah.
Bring a,
Yes, we-
it's-
bring a friend. It should be
Bring a
nice.
friend, bring family, bring your neighbor.
Great.
That's what we're looking for. So it's
Good.
just a good community event
Perfect.
to celebrate us.
Yeah, nice. 60 years in the neighborhood. Great. All right. Thanks, Kay, for being here. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you,
Kay.
guys.
Thanks you guys for watching. All right. See you next time.